Continue to do improvements every year for the ballpark, and I think it's one of the great places to watch a sporting event, so I expect that we'll be there for many more decades.
How tough do you think it will be to top last year?
You know what? We just got out of a meeting with John Farrell, and I think that as much as we appreciate what happened last year, the focus is on 2014, what we're going to do now. The team has come to work, and John Farrell said, let's think about not the last out of the World Series last year, but how we approached the year, how we approached the first day of spring training. And so I think that as much as we can sort of appreciate what we did last year, we're all focused on today and tomorrow.
Tom, how much different does today feel compared to this day last year when you guys were talking about
A lot different. Yeah. Last year I think people thought we'd taken a stupid pill. But I just, what John said is true. This is an extraordinarily close-knit group of guys who, almost to a man, they came to work early this year. They're prepared, they're focused, and obviously we're very proud of what we did last year, but I think John said it right today, is that, you know, the focus is on today and tomorrow, and getting off to a good start in April, and we'll see how we go.
You guys have won 3 championships. Fenway Park has been refurbished. What do you see as the long-term projects or things that you feel like the Red Sox need to accomplish? You know, beyond winning games.
I think that our focus has to be to put on competitive teams on the field every year. It's obviously a challenge. We have a mark on our back this year, but I don't think we're thinking too much beyond getting the team prepared and getting off to a good start. And our goal is the same, which is to see if we can be competitive on Labor Day and see if we can play postseason baseball.
Tom, when the Yankees spend nearly $500 million in one offseason, it can't possibly be much greater difference between their approach and what you guys are accomplishing. Why are you so confident that, beyond the fact that you won last year, but why are you so confident going forward that your model will continue to work?
Well, I think first of all, we don't think that necessarily spending the most money always produces a winner. Obviously, we're probably in the top 3 or 4 teams each year in terms of our payroll, but I think that we have a great organization. I think we all know that the moves that Ben made last year at the beginning of the year in terms of how we put this team together was probably part of the reason that we won. And it wasn't that we went out and signed one player for $150 or $200 million. And I think that obviously that started with the decision we all made to shed payroll the year before with the Dodgers and redeploy it. And I'm not saying that the Yankees aren't going to be very competitive this year. They've got an extraordinarily good team, but I like our chances too.
Tom, what keeps this team compelling? I mean, you've been in the entertainment business for years and years and years, and you know how important it is to keep a team compelling, that fans stay interested beyond just the winning. What is it about this franchise?
Well, I think Ben and John put together an enormously likable and talented group of people last year that I think they were focused on winning. I think that we didn't have a period where we lost more than 3 games all year. So as much as we remember the great moments in the World Series, the Victorino home run, the Ortiz home run, each night it was there was something kind of special when Mike Carp hit that grand slam in Seattle. So I just think it may be a cliche, but this is a really good group of guys, and they perform well on the field. They perform well in the community. I thought the way they addressed the families and the people who suffered through the Marathon Day bombings, they didn't do that because someone told them to do it. They did that because to a man they felt that sort of connection and responsibility. So, I mean, you guys know, you're around them as much as I am. This is a extraordinary group of people.
Is that something that impressed you the most about last season, the ability to do something like that?
Well, there were so many things that impressed me. I was impressed by Koji Uehara coming in every night and being lights out. I was impressed by Clay Buchholz's coming back from an injury, and the way that John Lackey, I mean, we all talked about it, the way that John Lackey sucked it up for a long time and then performed such a great role through the year and in postseason. So there were so many things that were impressive, but I think it probably starts with John Farrell. We felt last March, a year ago today or whenever it was, when he spoke to the team, that there was just something, how eloquent he was, how articulate he was, that we were going to surprise people. And I think last year's behind us, but he was just as eloquent today.
Tom,